I think the best type of propaganda is when you do something that's absolutely normal and most people wouldn't bat an eye, but the opposition is absolutely foaming at the mouth. They're so livid, they can't even articulate why they are angry. So, Hassan Piker, I understand he had a meltdown on his stream. Now, to be fair, he doesn't really like Elon Musk, right? Look at this. Elon Musk is so creepy. Elon Musk is a monster. He is a monster. He is creepy. He is scaring me at night. He is the boogeyman. I wonder if I could ask Hassan Piker, like, what scares him the most? The Candyman or the dreaded Elon Musk? I think it's Elon Musk. I mean, look, if you're a political commentator and you have a platform that just bans people that are against your ideas, right? Like, the only way your ideas can flourish is if every other person that thinks differently gets banned. And then you have this asshole, you have Elon Musk, and he's like, you know what? I'm not going to ban people anymore. It's like, good luck, make your arguments, just do what you do on the streets. And all of a sudden, oh, he is a monster, a vile person. He's gonna come after you in the dark. But look at this. This is even more interesting. Hassan Piker calls transphobia a brain disease. It's like a prion, while referring to Elon Musk, transphobic and deadbeat dad. Well, at least he is a dad, right? Here's the interesting part, though. If transphobia is a brain disease, does that make Hassan Piker a doctor? What is his research? What is his study? So let me get this straight, right? If you bring a person, like let's say you bring one of Hassan Piker's ancestors from 1800, right? You got a time machine, you bring them here. Let's say you bring one of his children, right? Like a 16-year-old, and you bring him into modern time. And Hassan Piker is like, look, have you ever heard of trans people? It's like, well, no, back in my time, I didn't know. Like, what is a trans person? Well, it's someone that identifies as an opposite gender. Now, if the other person doesn't accept that, then Hassan Piker would be like, oh, this child, it is sick in the head. It's a brain disease. How can you not accept it? It's kind of like the universal truth, isn't it? Like, if you don't accept it, you're a sinful bigot. But yeah, so Hassan had the stream, didn't like this. Apparently what happened is that Elon Musk came in, and as you can see, he was very energetic, kind of like a wrestling promo, I guess. Because a lot of people who aren't from the US, you guys didn't see Donald Trump being associated with wrestling and being associated with a lot of other television events. And this is the type of energy that he exudes when he was younger. So this is why Elon Musk was behaving like this, and not to mention, the fans loved it. Like, the people were cheering, everyone was clapping, and the left doesn't have anything like this, right? Like, what does the left have? Well, they have white men for Kamala Harris. Imagine if you had white men for Trump, right? But, like, the white men for Kamala Harris, insanely low energy. Like, almost there's not an ounce of testosterone in that room. It's just, like, the lowest energy possible. I'm actually trying to think if the left has anything like this, and the only thing that they have, I think, is AOC, maybe? Like, she could do something like this, but other than that, no. No, I don't remember a rally that was, like, this energetic. They used to have Obama, right? And Obama could do this stuff. Even Bernie Sanders, when he would walk up on a stage, he would energize the public, but, like, right now, I just don't see it. So, probably this is why they're upset. It's like, why do they have it and we don't? The other interesting thing is the dark MAGA hat, right? The left was like, oh, darkness is descending upon America. If you vote for Trump, the dark clouds shall gather. Dark MAGA, darkness, darkness. And like, literally every single article that came out was like, darkness, despair, doom, you know? It wasn't like, hey, vote for our guy because this is what we'll do. No, it's like, vote for our guy because if not, the darkness is coming. And basically turning this into something fun. And it's like, yeah, sure, I'm Dark MAGA, which is a reference to that political push. again upsets the left. It's like, oh, you are not taking our warning seriously, Tovarish. You do not understand. How can you do this? How can you are a monster? A monster. Hassan Piquer shall hear about this. So a lot of people were upset. My favorite one is calling him a fascist. Yeah. I just can't joke about Elon going full-on dark MAGA fascist. So don't ask me to make fun of him. He's dangerous as fuck. I love the fact that they go on his platform and call him a fascist, because that's what fascists allow, right? Like, if you're in North Korea, you can call the dictator a fascist on the public platform, and there's no repercussions. But here's the question, right? I want to understand what is fascism, because they keep using this word. And I lived through the COVID pandemic. I know, like, a lot of people try to erase it from the memory, but it didn't happen that long ago, right? And in order to sit at a McDonald's, I needed to show QR code. I needed to show documents. I needed to show papers wherever I go. If I wanted to take the trash, I needed to have a signed affidavit to leave my house. I needed to show documentation just to cross the street and buy some groceries. And then you had, like, all this rhetoric, like the most vile rhetoric that turns citizen against citizen. So how is fascism worse than that? Because that was, like, by left-leaning governments. That was, like, the progressive people that now talk about tolerance and love, and if only we can save one life, to war in Ukraine, you know? So how is fascism worse than what we already have? I just want to know, like, this is a serious conversation that I would like to enjoy with the leftists. It's like, explain to me why fascism is bad and why I shouldn't want it. Your definition of it, because, like, I thought you're referring to dictators and stuff, but, like, America has guns, it's got the Supreme Court, it's got a constitution. You can't have dictators in America. Like, throughout America's history, you guys didn't have dictators. Like, I'm sorry, it's just, well, you know, you may have had, like, a president that had, like, dictatorial tendencies, but nothing compared to, you know, what's happening in Asia, nothing compared to what's happening in Europe. Like, America didn't have a history similar to the Soviet Union, to Nazi Germany, to North Korea, right? Like, you guys didn't experience that. And I don't think you can, because the moment something like that would happen, people have guns, and you also have a constitution. Yeah, you also have a federal government. Like, there would be states that would be against that. No, I think, like, what Americans describe by fascism is something completely different than what the historical definition of the thing is. And I would genuinely be curious to learn as to what exactly is it. Like, please tell me, what do you understand by fascism? How is my life going to be worse if Donald Trump wins the election? Like, how exactly is it going to affect my well-being? Is it going to make my taxes go up? Is it going to create a worse situation than we have now in the world with Joe Biden and the Afghanistan debacle, or the inability to prevent Russia from invading Ukraine, so on and so forth, right? Like, is Donald Trump going to make these worse? And what if he doesn't? Huh? Like, if he wins and he doesn't, can I never listen to you again? Like, will you retreat from making these types of tweets? Anyway, people are unhinged. Very upset. Yes, he wore a hat. Horrible. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.